my god. Oh my god.
There you go.
Thank you. What a masterpiece. We're sharing this.
No, those are yours.
It's all for me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you are not. Let me set this down. If you saw last week's video, you will know that the loft is 99% done. I did a little tour, showed you guys around, and we are just so happy to now be settling in to a new, calm, clean space. So with the loft being done, it means that our bedroom's done and we finally got a lovely, clean, serene room to sleep in, and we thought, what better way to celebrate that than sleeping somewhere else? So for Tom's birthday, I have booked us a weekend away. It's nowhere abroad, unfortunately. With COVID still rife, I kind of just feel like anything I book is gonna get cancelled. So we're just doing a little staycation. He has absolutely no idea where we're going. He's currently eating alone in his bedroom downstairs, and while he does that, I'm gonna get packing, because he doesn't even know that we're going away. However, this week is not all fun and games. The second that we get home, we are getting cracking on downstairs. We've got our plasterer coming in 2 weeks. We have a very, very long to-do list. So yeah, this week just taking you along on the birthday boys' weekend away, and then more building downstairs. It's not showing up as well on camera, but this genuinely looks like one of the best dinners I've had in the last 2 years. And the bacon's really good.
So in South Africa,
Yeah.
you get lions and stuff, and that's where people stop. Here, you stop for birds.
Can you do a bird call?
Yeah.
Do it. No, do a proper
That's
one.
a bird call.
If you saw last week's video, you would have seen the tour of our loft conversion. So now that the loft conversion is fully done, I think we're kind of reinvigorated and we're back in the mind space where we're ready to build. For a while there, the thought of getting cracking on downstairs was just the worst possible thought. I just didn't think we could go back to ripping off wallpaper and knocking down walls and stuff. I just didn't actually think we could do it. But like I said, now we've got somewhere beautiful to get dressed and a beautiful bathroom to shower in, and a very comfortable and calm bedroom to fall asleep in. We're re-energized and we're back downstairs. So while I've been upstairs decorating, Tom and his dad have been leveling out the floor, insulating all down here. That's all happened in a previous video, but now upstairs is decorated. I'm also downstairs, and we're getting cracking on really just getting the living room, dining room ready to be plastered. It's going to be a huge moment when down here gets plastered, so we are rushing to get that done. So there has been stuff going while the camera's been off. Let me just quickly talk you through all of that. So we are now just creating a cupboard for coats, which is basically this little boxed out area here. And then of course we're gonna have a cupboard under the stairs, which is this area here. Before this all gets boxed in, we're also going to have 2 plug points here so that we can charge our Hoover or anything like that. And then coming this way, I said this probably about a year ago when I spoke through our plans of the house, but this used to be 2 separate rooms, hence the fact that there's 2 doors. Now, we used to live in a Victorian terrace, very, very similar to this when we were renting in Tottenham a couple of years back. And they'd also knocked through the lounge diner, but they'd kept both doors. And something that was always really, really irritating to me was that if you had kind of a big corner sofa in the lounge, you weren't actually able to open that door. I just think it's such a pointless door. So we're actually going to be closing that up. So as you can see, Tom and his dad have installed 4 lots of 3x2s going up, and it just gives us something to attach the plasterboard to. This is where the steel column for when we knocked this wall through is sitting. So we're basically also just going to continue to box that out. There is going to be a little section of the column that comes out as you walk in, but there's nothing we can do about that. I think that looks fine. And then as you come through into the walkway or hallway from there, you can just see here where all the wood's been installed. We're going to just attach plasterboard all down there. Although, yes, the plasterboard is going to stick out a little bit here, our plasterer will just smooth that out as he will be replastering the whole hallway. So that's where we are. Stripped all back down to bare bones, and now we're just going to be plasterboarding the lot. We've also got the old chimney bit where the ceiling and all of that concrete has fallen down, so we're going to patch that up. The plasterer will also be doing sand and cement all behind me, and then all of this is going to be replastered. The whole lounge is being replastered. Oh, and a job that I've actually been looking forward to for over a year. At some point, we've got to actually put a fireplace into this chimney breast over here. We do still actually have the chimney that was originally in this chimney breast, and I'm thinking about restoring it. So let me know in the comments below if you would like to see a video on that. I've watched a few videos, it doesn't look too difficult, and I think keeping an original feature of the house might be super nice. So let me know if that's something you'd like to watch. So yeah, that's where we've got to so far. Let's now get plastering. So we've just attached the first bit of fireproof plasterboard, and now we're just creating 2 panels to go onto this section here, and then another one for the bottom section over there. I've just measured those up and then drawn them out on the fireproof plasterboard sheet. We'll chop them out and screw them in.
Start it up.
We're now just in the hallway, adding this plasterboard here to cover up that door that was over there. The goal here is to completely close up this door, so you just walk through here, and then you've got the whole lounge diner. You can see from the inside there where that door used to be.
So I've been putting off this task for a while now. We installed the beam about a year ago, and it's left a little gap in between the ceiling and the beam. And I've really, for this months, just been like, I really don't want to do this job, really don't want to do this job. But now we're downstairs, we're plasterboarding everywhere, it has to happen. So what we're going to do here is, because it's lathe and plaster, I've been using old lathe and plaster battens. I'm attaching it to the joist above, and then I can just screw up the plasterboard, and then yeah, it actually is just a like perfectly flush finish. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. It's not that exciting, bit nitty gritty, like being up in the ceiling, really awkward angles like with the drill. Yeah, not fun, but gotta happen. And then that's another task ticked off the list.
Downstairs, we have been taking things pretty chill. I feel like now that we've got that nice upstairs space, we're not in as much of a rush to get everything done. We definitely still you know, want to get things done pretty swiftly, but it's not like we've been down here every single night. However, our plasterer was meant to come in about 2-3 weeks. However, he gave us a ring last night, and because he's got this big job in Brixton he's currently doing, which has been delayed, he can either come on Tuesday or in well over a month's time. So we have gone from thinking we have 2 weeks to get all of this done to just 4 days. And we have quite a few finishing jobs to do. Let me show you. We've got to get the rest of this cupboard built. Got to wipe down PVA and plasterboard all of this. The carpenter has got to come and build a frame for this. We've got to shoot all of these walls for damp. This up here needs to be sealed. The fireplace needs to be restored and then installed into there. Got to finish all the electrics and cover that up. Got to get the last of the floorboards down. And then going into the hallway, we've got to rip down all of this old wood, rip out all of the old skirting board. Probably need to work out what the hell we're doing here. So, yes, a lot to do in 4 days, but if you don't try, you'll never know. So, let's get to work. Got to patch that stairs overhead entire thing. We kind of ripped it apart when looking at electrical wires, and also it was built with this weird wood, but with a weird paint on top of it. It basically would have been a nightmare to plaster, so we've just fully ripped it off and we're going to replaster that.
53.
Yeah.
All too tall.
Yeah.
101.
Before we stick the plasterboard up, Tom is just filling up the cavity basically for this door with the rock wall. So this rock wall was in the lean-to at the back of the house. So we've just moved it from there into here. Much later, we've got a hungry Tom recovering, and the hallway now looks like this. So hallway is done. We spent a lot of time taking off the last of the wallpaper. Sorry, I'm using one of these because we also had to remove the light. I'm not sure whether you can see, but we're actually putting one new light in there and one new light in here. That's going to be our fire alarm. So that old light basically needs to be taken down so that the plasterer can plaster over it. Handrail also gone. And again, the last of the wallpaper has all been taken off. It has been a very long couple of days, I'm gonna admit, but it's fine. We know it needs to be done in time for the plasterer to come, and it's all gonna be worth it. When our plasterer JJ comes and does a room, it is the best part of the renovation in my opinion. The room just looks completely transformed. It's a blank slate, and I can't wait for downstairs to look like that. So although this is really hard work, we just got to get through the list. We still have a lot to do downstairs, and I'll be taking you along as we finish up every single little bit in piece. And then what's super exciting is over the next couple of weeks we're fully scoping out our mood boards, getting our flooring samples, paint samples, making some huge decisions on designs and interiors and decorating, which is my favorite part. So if you would like to be here for that part of the journey, please hit the subscribe button if you are not subscribed already. We put out videos every single Wednesday, and if you've liked this video, please give it a like. It really helps support the channel. It's like 9:30, we've just showered, and we're probably gonna be asleep in the next like 10 minutes. I don't know if you can tell, I'm barely human right now. So Thank you so much for watching. I will be picking up this camera probably tomorrow as we continue getting it all wrapped up. I cannot wait for bed, and I will catch you next Wednesday. Goodbye.